Jennifer Coffindaffer is a former FBI agent and has been following Harmony's disappearance along with so many of us, and she is joining us live tonight. Jennifer, this uncle, Kevin, is the brother of Adam Montgomery, who has now been arrested, is in custody. He had interactions with Harmony, and we heard just bits and pieces there. You're privy to some of what he said he witnessed. What can you share?
Yes, again, just tragic what this young girl endured, specifically talking about her toothbrush, using it to not only clean the bathroom, which is bad enough, but actually the toilet, being made to stand for hours in a corner until she would actually relieve herself on herself. To listen to these descriptions were terrible, but when he talked about the actual physical abuse, he described that as the worst, and that was beatings as well as striking of the face. He actually equated her to a mistreated dog. It's heartbreaking. And look at this beautiful child at the center of all of it, Jennifer. It's hard to wrap your mind around anybody, a child nonetheless, being treated this way. It makes your heart sink. I want to go through these charges. Okay, so felony second-degree assault for Adam Montgomery. Interference with custody and endangering the welfare of a child, misdemeanor. Also, endangering welfare of a child and interference with custody, both of those charges are misdemeanors. Something stood out to me, Jennifer, in the news release that the Attorney General put out earlier today along with police, and it says this: the charges and allegations against Mr. Montgomery are merely accusations, and he is presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty. So as an investigator, based on what you know about this case, help us read between the lines here. Did that stand out to you as well, and what do we make of it? Well, it's something I've been seeing more and more, especially on these high-profile cases where the police departments put in this caveat. And I think it's twofold. I think, one, to remind the public that just because you are arrested and just because you are charged, it does not mean you have been proven to be guilty. Secondarily to that, I think that in the event that these charges cannot be proved, it's a caveat that, listen, this was just a charge and not necessarily beyond a reasonable doubt, which would be required for a conviction.
But the question then remains, if those charges are being brought against him now, and that dates back to 2019, why did he have full custody of his daughter? Why was she not in the custody of someone who could care for her in an appropriate way? I'll just leave that question out there for now. However, the public has a big role here in terms of providing information to police. Police have desperately asked for answers. How does the public try to jog the memory from 2 years ago, family, friends, school, anybody who may have come in contact with this little girl?
Well, these cases are historical cases, but it doesn't make them weaker cases. What it means is the police need to conduct a whole series of interviews of family, friends, neighbors, school officials, if there were any doctors ever involved in her treatment. And they can put together these puzzle pieces to show a specific timeline, to show corroborated information regarding how she was treated. Let me give you an example. It's been put out there, endangerment to a child. We know that there is a neighbor that reported that they were without heat or air conditioning for some period of time. That can be endangerment in and of itself if they are living in an environment that is not livable.
The focus is on finding Harmony safely tonight, but accountability in this case is going to be a big one, and who knew what when. Jennifer, as always, thank you.
Thank you, Marnie.
And if you have any information about the whereabouts of Harmony Montgomery, contact the Manchester, New Hampshire Police Department. There is a reward in this case, upwards of $30,000, the number on your screen right now.
Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.